The full moon of Gemini is the Christ moon because it marks the time of his ascension. The color for Gemini is violet, the hue that predominates in all temples where this ascension rite is commemorated. Violet is of an extremely high vibration that is both healing and soothing. It is particularly potent for the treatment of all forms of severe or acute pain. The violet ray is not only effective in the case of physical pain, but to those persons psychologically ill or suffering in any way from sorrow or distress. It brings comfort and relief. For this reason, numerous people who have bereaved choose this color in preference to black as a sign of mourning. Violet has the highest rate of vibration of any color in the spectrum, and it is the means whereby the next highest sevenfold color scale will be revealed to human sight. This will come when man can lift their visual faculty to the level referred to by St. Matthew when he said, quote, "Blessed are your eyes, for they see," end of quote. The Gemini labor of Hercules was to gather 2 golden apples of Hesperides, which grew upon the tree of life. About the trunk of this tree was entwined a huge serpent to guard its sacred treasure. Herein is a semblance of the Garden of Eden story of a serpent appearing in the forbidden tree to tempt Eve with an apple. The tree of life is the perfected etheric body which man can fashion only by conversation and transmutation of the quote-unquote serpent fire within his physical body. When he has learned to function in this perfected etheric extension, never again will he know death. Rather, he will walk eternally in the realm of the everlasting life. That is to say, he will have gained immortality, symbolized by Hercules attaining the golden apples growing from the tree of life. This is a spiritual quest in which all humanity is engaged under the guidance of the hierarchy of Gemini. Gemini is the sign of duality. As the sign of the twins, it represents the present phase of evolution, during which man alternates between life and death. Under the law of alternation, man experiences such contrasts as joy and sorrow, health and sickness, plenty and poverty, light and darkness. A Gemini native functioning under this law is oftentimes prone to the lack of fixity of purpose, and so should cultivate the quality of persistence. A Gemini individual is fortunate indeed if they possess a fixed ascendant such as Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio, as it will aid them greatly in setting the impress of firmness and definiteness upon their character. When Hercules finally succeeded in conquering the serpent and attaining the golden apples, great streams of ambrosia poured forth from the sacred tree. This is the same tree described in the book of Revelations, where it states that the fruit of the tree is for the healing of all nations, a statement meaning that when man has perfected his own etheric body, he will be free from the law of alternation. As St. John writes, quote, "There shall be no more death, neither shall there be any more pain," end of quote. Such is also the meaning of the words of our blessed Lord, who said, quote, "Whoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be to him a well of water springing up into everlasting life." End of quote.